And speaking of new construction, when bond measures Y and Z were passed in 2008, the work of creating a school for the 21st century was just beginning. After years in the making, the new Hull Middle School opened in September. Reporter Hiba Sama takes us to their ribbon-cutting ceremony.
The school once jokingly called Duct Tape Hall is no more, as the community gathered for Hull Middle School's reopening.
The phoenix was the bird that rose from the ashes, and this is a school that has certainly risen from the ashes of a whole lot of different things. So this community should be thanked a lot.
The grand reopening marks the first brand new school built in the TUSD in more than 40 years. But this school is more than just a freshly painted building with new tiles. It's also considered a school for the 21st century.
It is huge not only to be back, that's number one, but to have a facility like this, which is state-of-the-art, and we're technologically advanced than any other site.
Hull has the first ever gymnasium for a middle school in Torrance, and this campus was designed to be green with solar chimneys, motion lights, and cool roofs. Even with this sparkling new campus, many local residents can't forget how far they've come. This brick symbolizes the last remnants of what this campus once was. Out with the old and in with the new. Olivia, an incoming 8th grader, was in awe of the campus and thinks it will help motivate students.
It makes a difference. I think it definitely makes a difference. It makes the students more interested in what they're doing, and yeah, there's probably going to be like more spirit in the school.
And spirit was just what everyone had at the ceremony. Parents who once attended Hull and incoming students toured the new facilities and saw what the community can now call their own. And the new hall will offer new opportunities for their students, like after-school activities and new sports teams. For CitiCABLE, I'm Hiba Samad.
Thanks, Hiba. First Hull Middle School and now Fern Elementary. That's the next school to undergo some major changes. Construction is expected to be completed late next year. At Fern, it's also a chance to bring the campus and students together. Reporter Shante Passmore explains.
The life of a 4th and 5th grader at Fern Elementary isn't like it is anywhere else. These students attend school across the way at Greenwood campus because there are simply not enough classrooms at the main school, which has everything they need, like the cafeteria, library, and computer lab.
We really take out anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes out of our curriculum time.
Currently, the school campus is divided by the street barrier. But after the construction is over, the school will be united again.
One of my first tasks was to work with the architects, the teachers, the community to get the school up and running from a design standpoint.
Measure Y is funding the new 2-story building, which includes classrooms and a multi-purpose facility. And with proposals, funding, and design, the process has taken nearly a decade to complete. Community support was readily available.
We're thrilled. We're so excited about the new construction. We've been waiting for it to happen, and so this is like the satisfaction that things are really starting now.
And what exactly are they ready for?
It is going to be monumental as far as our school community coming together as one. Our 4th and 5th graders have been on that side for more than 10 years.
Teachers, parents, students, and city officials couldn't miss the opportunity to throw some dirt around. The groundbreaking ceremony solicited clapping and smiling from the crowd. But are current students a bit disappointed that they won't be able to use the new buildings?
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but on the bright side, I have a sister, so I'll be able here to visit. But it'd be really nice to be on the campus instead of on Greenwood.
The construction is offering more than just new classrooms. It's bringing a sense of unity amongst the students. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Shante Passmore.
The auto industry is a major part of the Torrance economy, and while General Motors headquarters may be in Detroit, their headquarters for innovation is right here in Torrance. Reporter Shante Passmore takes us to the grand opening of their Advanced Technology Center.
General Motors says there's a little bit of Torrance in every alternative fuel car they make.
The original EV1 inductive charging system was developed right here in Torrance. Those paddles that you see at Home Depot or Albertsons that you've seen since the 1990s. That was done here.
For nearly 2 decades, GM has operated its Advanced Technology Center under various names in Torrance, and city leaders and local dignitaries were excited to celebrate the newly expanded 12,000 square feet to their existing 70,000.
This really is about taking us into the 21st century.
The center has grown to include production opportunities, and now with the expansion, GM hopes to add about a dozen more scientists, technicians, and engineers to the 150 currently employed.
The city of Torrance is very excited, not only with the technology, but the fact that this creates great jobs.
The expansion will help to support field testing their new alternative fuel cars. The Chevy Volt, Fuel Cell Electric, and Envy are just some of the latest models.
This is about electric vehicles and about the future and about having a healthier, cleaner, more sustainable life.
The city is excited to share a little bit of itself with the world as GM creates better cars for the future and for the environment. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Shantae Passmore.
Thank you, Shantae. The annual Los Angeles Auto Show is a big event for the industry. Once again, the big 3 automakers in Torrance, GM, Honda, and Toyota, were there with other global car brands to show consumers what to expect in the coming year. Reporter Jacqueline Quinn takes us there.
The LA Auto Show is considered the kickoff for several other major car shows around the world. This year, more than 50 vehicles will be making their debut here, and the big 3 automakers in Torrance, GM, Honda, and Toyota, all put on quite a show, although reserved, as one analyst explains.
Overall, I wouldn't say exciting. There wasn't a lot of flashing lights and dancing girls and dry ice. It's more of a serious, conservative presentations that we've seen so far.
Even with less special effects, Chevy still made exciting announcements with the introduction of a brand new subcompact car, the Spark, and a high-horsepower coupe, the ZL1 Camaro. Meanwhile, Honda unveiled a new plug-in electric fit model available for lease only next year. It also debuted a completely redesigned CR-V, which is a compact SUV, and Torrance residents may start to see more fit EVs on the road soon.
City of Torrance will begin testing a Fit EV next year in January timing, and various departments will be using the car to build up public infrastructure in Torrance.
While Toyota did not debut any new models, it had one of the largest exhibits boasting versatility from entry-level compact cars to mid-sized sedans.
The Los Angeles Auto Show is obviously close to our hearts because it's our home. So it is very important, and we try to put our best foot forward here. We've had a really great response here this year, especially with all of our new product.
Analyst Michael Omotoso says most car makers are stepping up efforts to make cars more fuel efficient and safe, but they'll have to rely more on distinctive car styling to stand out.
If you have a unique design that captures people's attention and draws people into the showroom, that will help you as a brand to beat the competition.
Since its reintroduction in 2008, the Chevy Camaro has gone on to become the top-selling U.S. muscle car, even outselling Ford Mustang. And a lot of it has to do with its retro design.
Cadillac, to some extent, is going back to their glory days of when Cadillac was the top luxury brand in America. They launched the XTS, which is a large sedan, replacing the DTS and the STS from a few years ago.
Cadillac is GM's luxury brand. It unveiled the new sedan, the XTS, and also showcased the ELR, a high-end electric vehicle that goes on sale in 2014. And a lot of the ELR's engineering came out of the GM facilities in Torrance.
All of the electric energy, electric architecture development that was done and is being done at Torrance, all of that trickles down to vehicles like the ELR and the Volt.
And despite the more muted and toned-down presentations, Omotoso says the feedback at the show has been positive.
The optimism in the auto show shows that the automotive market is coming back after a very tough 2009 and 2010. 2011 we're expecting to be a good year, and 2012 should be an even better year.
According to J.D. Power and Associates, the latest sales figures for new car purchases are picking up in November, ending a 5-month-long slump. And auto manufacturers say they're hoping that this is a good sign that consumer confidence is coming back to the auto industry. For CitiCABLE 3, I'm Jacqueline Quinn.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Each year, the All-America City Award is given to 10 communities for outstanding civic accomplishments. To win, each city must demonstrate innovation, inclusiveness, and civic engagement. And in the spirit of collaboration, they must also describe how they successfully addressed pressing challenges. But this doesn't mean just filling out a form. Competing for the award means tooting your own community horn in an active presentation. And that's just what Torrance did when they arrived in Kansas City in July. Reporter Alexis Sita has the story.
Kansas City on a hot June day. As the memorabilia says, the city is the heart of America. The All-America City delegation arrives from Torrance on June 14th, and once they claim their bags, they're ready to get to the hotel and rest up for a busy 48 hours. KC, as it's called by locals, was definitely the right location for the All-America City Award. It's home to Baseball Hall of Famer George Brett and the Kansas City Royals. It's also home to the most privately funded fountains in the world, making it the City of Fountains. And with a population of nearly 500,000, Kansas City is considered the geographic center of the U.S., a place for all Americans to gather.
You do what you think you need to do so that you feel ready to go.
That was the message that award organizers gave during an orientation. Finalists learned what they should do right up until their actual presentations. And these finalists came from all different kinds of All-America cities, large urban centers, mid-sized cities, and smaller suburban and rural communities. But they all had something in common, a hope that their hometown would win the coveted award.
We're all winners.
Yes.
We are all All-American citizens.
Have fun. You're here for a reason. Got a great story to tell. Feel confident about it.
What everyone needed to do was rehearse, and that's how the Torrance delegation spent the rest of the day. Last-minute adjustments and fine-tuning in and around the room where they would perform for judges in just 24 hours.
When you guys are done, give a big cheer. You guys have a lot to cheer about.
For Luke and for all of us. Now he's 8 years old and doing great.
The first day was a full day, and although the pressure was mounting for their upcoming presentation, the delegation still managed to have fun.
So far, I'm enjoying meeting different people from different cities.
There was a lot of positive energy. We were all excited to get ready.
And speaking of civic pride, Spotlight Torrance recently featured an entire episode on the centennial event, Lights, Camera, Action. And if you weren't part of the historic photograph, or if you didn't catch the Spotlight Torrance show, here's a peek at what you missed.
They all work. So you have orange, you have your spouse in this, there are plenty more to go.
We're 60 feet above Wilson Park, where we just understand Robinson helicopter took off for their test picture. Flashlights up, and here it is, Torrance 1912 to 2012. The Lights, Camera, Action event is a huge success.
And what a great successful event that sure was. That's going to do it for us on This Week in Torrance. We hope you've enjoyed our look back at 2011. I'm Jin Chun.
And I'm Ben McCain. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us at CitiCABLE Channel 3, have a safe and happy New Year.